Good evening, everyone. So continuing on with our dive into sorting algorithms. Next is selection sort. So the goal of selection sort, or the way I like to remember it, is bringing the smallest of the array to a certain spot. So before we begin, I need to set up a few things. I'm going to set up the minimum value and the min index, just so we can keep track of this stuff. So very first thing we want to do is we want to find the smallest value within our array. So very first thing, whatever spot we're looking for, in this case it is index 0, we're going to say that is the minimum value and the minimum index. Now we need to walk through the rest of our array and find out if there's something smaller. The way we do that is just simple comparisons. So we will say, is 6 greater than 11? Nope. Is 6 greater than 17? It is not. Is 6 greater than 13? It's not. So on and so forth. This is a bad randomization for this. So we know that 6 is the smallest within our array. And we can go ahead and mark it as sorted. So I will draw a big green box around it to visualize that. And we can move on to the next number. In this case, it is 11. So we are looking for the second spot. And we're going to put the minimum value is 11, and the minimum index is 1. Now we walk down the array just the same. We say, is 11 greater than 17? Nope. Is 11 greater than 13? No. But 11 is greater than 8. So we need to update what our minimum value and minimum index is. So we're going to go ahead and scribble. And the minimum value is 8, and the minimum index is 4. So we continue on. We only have one set left. I'll say min right here, just so you know. We will compare 8 and 16. 8 is not greater than 16, so we have found the second lowest number. Next thing we need to do is swap them, and we're going to use our handy-dandy swap algorithm here. How did I? Get me off that screen. The handy-dandy swap algorithm, which we are going to do. My pen is freaking out. It's what I get for using a random pen I found. We are going to have a temp variable. We're going to set that equal to array at I, in this case, 11. We're going to set array at I equal to array at j, in this case, 8. You would keep track of this with a minval and min index. So what would be array at I, this would be the spot we're working with. Array at j is going to be our min. And then finally, to finish it, we would say array at j is equal to temp. It'd help if I wrote the variable name up here, temp. So let's go ahead and make our graphic represent that. Let me get rid of my random drawings. So the second number would be 8, and we are going to swap that with 11. And we now know the two smallest numbers within our array. We repeat the process with 17, and we just keep on going. And so we're going to say the smallest right now, I'll use blue for this, is 17, and the minimum index is 2. So 0, 1, and 2. We walk through these steps one more time. So we mark this as our min, and we say, is 17 greater than 13? It is, So 13 becomes our new min. Let's go ahead and update everything. So min is now 13 at index 3, and we continue on. We say is 13 greater than 11? It is, so let's go ahead and update one more time. So 11, this goes to 4. This becomes our new min. And let's check the last number. 11 is not greater than 16, and so we know that this is the third smallest. So third smallest. I forgot to write this down, but this is going to be the place that we'll say goal instead of swap. I don't want to confuse you all. So we will say goal index is 2. So we need to swap 2 and 4. So in this case, 17 and 11. And then we can continue on with having fun. So if I can find my mouse, let's go ahead and swap these two, 11 and 17. So 11 and 17. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in green. And we keep repeating this process. So our new goal would be 3. Our min is 3, and our min val is 13. We compare. This ends up being the next smallest. And this process gets repeated over and over. So, if you feel unsure about this, go ahead, get a random array, and follow through the same steps just to get some practice in. And I will see you all within the next one for insertion sort.